Since the past 1.5 years, we are in lockdown due to a global pandemic caused by the spread of COVID-19. It has deeply affected our lives.
Its spread has left national economics and business counting the cost as government struggle with new lockdown measure to tackle the spread of the virus.
All the sector of this country, such as education, health, transport, employment, and many others have been affected so far.
But with the help of all the frontline workers and cooperation of all, we have struggled so far and brought down the curve of the spread. Also, if we continue to follow all the mandatory protocols, then we will win this war against the COVID-19 for sure.
We are Group 3 and our group name is Great Mates. We are here presenting before you a quick recap of 2020. So now let's rewind and get back to the beginning of 2020.
हिंदुस्तान को बचाने के लिए, हिंदुस्तान के हर नागरिक को बचाने के लिए, आपको बचाने के लिए, आपके परिवार को बचाने के लिए घरों से बाहर निकलने पर पूरी तरह पाबंदी लगाई जा रही है।
On the day of January 30, India discovered its first COVID-19 patient who was a 20-year-old medical student that just come back from Wuhan in China. It was reported in Kerala, Thrissur district.
This is big breaking news coming in, and this is very, very worrying for India. One positive case of the coronavirus has been detected. It has been detected in Kerala.
Who declared COVID-19 a pandemic on 11th of March as it has spread over several countries or continents and most people did not have immunity against it, so it was named as global pandemic. India reported its first death due to COVID-19 on 12th March. A 76-year-old man from Kalaburgi, Karnataka died due to infection from this virus. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji announced a national worldwide lockdown for 21 days starting from 22nd March till April 14 named as Janta Curfew. Then on 22nd March at 5 p.m. millions of Indians stood in balconies and on terraces of their houses and clapped their hands, banged plates and rang bells to applaud doctors and all the other frontline workers. In the coming days, we observed migrant exodus movement as the spreading lockdown left many workers jobless, forcing them to walk hundreds of kilometers to their native village. Huge crowd of migrant workers and labor walked down the street of nation to each their homes. Amidst the gloom and doom, there were a few good Samaritans. One of them, Bollywood actor Sonu Sood, emerged as a real hero. He took it upon himself to unite migrant workers with their families and them reach their homes safely. He arranged buses and supplies for their picnic crisis.
Afterwards, students saw shifting of classes from classroom to mobile phones, laptop and PC. Due to poor sources in the education system of the nation suffered a lot. But very soon both the students and the teachers adapted to the new platform like Google Meet or Zoom for attending classroom sessions. We are proud of our teachers for such hard work. There were many who broke the rules of a curfew and were severely punished. There were other methods that police resorted to keep people in a line and maintain the law and order. During the entire lockdown, police made the rule breakers do various physical tasks such as sitting, push-ups, etc. and informed them about the severity of the virus.
भी अपने घरों से बाहर निकलेगा नहीं तो तोड़ देंगे तुम्हारा शरीर का कोना कोना, मगर होने नहीं देंगे तुमको कोरोना।
But despite of all the efforts of authorities, a gathering of Tablighi devotees and Delhi led to India's first cluster outbreak for COVID-19.
In Delhi has now become the epicenter for not just a cluster outbreak but for a possible community outbreak.
We witnessed a complete 9-minute blackout on April 5th at 9 pm. Citizens lighted diyas, candles, torches, and mobile flashes as per PM Modi's call to show solidarity with COVID-19 frontline healthcare workers. Then on May 27, a worst locust attack in 27 years happened. Crops and vegetation in several Indian states are threatened by the homogeneous swaths of desert locusts known to be most dangerous of the migrant pest in the world. Central government made a huge announcement on 29th of June and blocked access to 59 Chinese apps including hugely popular TikTok, UC browser and many more. By July 15, clinical trials of India's first indigenous COVID-19 vaccine, Covaxin, developed by Bharat Biotech Company in collaboration with the National Institute of Virology and Indian Council of Medical Research, started across the country.
But despite of all the restrictions, India crossed a grim milestone in COVID-19 cases on July 17, 2020. Total cases soared to 1 million with death toll of 25,600.
In India, COVID cases have crossed 10 lakh or 1 million. The total positive cases so far are 10 lakhs 3,832. The highest spike was recorded of over 34,000 cases in the last 24 hours.
Citizens of India corroborated its most awaited event, that is Bhumi Pujan at Ram Mandir Ayodhya on August 5, 2020. People all across the nation and world celebrated this historic event by performing aarti, waving flags and by painting on their hands and faces. By August 26, Serum Institute of India started India trials of Covishield vaccine all across the nation. Another huge announcement on September 2nd, and central government added another 118 apps in the banned section, including PUBG, WeChat and many more. The parliament introduced 3 farm bills on September 17th. A lot of protest happened against these new acts by the farmers all across the nation. After sporadic protests against the new farm laws, including a nationwide road blockage on November 3rd, farmers' unions in Punjab and Haryana gave the call for a Delhi Chalo movement on November 25th. Mark the day December 19th as India's COVID tally crossed 1 crore mark.
India has crossed the grim milestone of 1 crore coronavirus cases, with 25,152 new cases being reported in the last 24 hours.
Jupiter and Saturn, the two of the biggest planets in our solar system, aligned closest to each other on December 21st, forming a conjunction. Social media platforms were flooded with the pictures and videos of this once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon. India started its one of the world's biggest coronavirus vaccination programs on January 16th this year.
अब से कुछ ही मिनट बाद भारत में दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा टीकाकरण अभियान शुरू होने जा रहा है.
A glacier burst in Uttarakhand caused massive destruction on February 7th this year.
As you saw in the video, Nanda Devi Glacier caused massive flooding in Uttarakhand on February 7 this year after a part of it broke and fell into a river and triggered a huge flood in northern India. It was a catastrophic happening and a lot of destruction was caused by this calamity, and dozens of people were reported.
New strains of COVID-19 were detected in India by the end of February, namely UK strain, South Africa strain and Brazilian strain. The cases started surging again. The second wave of coronavirus caused India surge in infection around mid-March, and new reported cases increased rapidly to more than 50,000 on March 30, 2021.
India faced another tough situation of oxygen crisis across a number of states in the nation. Several deaths are reported all around the nation either due to oxygen shortage or limited supply of oxygen. Even our national capital New Delhi noticed acute shortage of oxygen, with several hospitals having only limited hours
Various
of oxygen
countries
supply.
came forward to help India in the ongoing crisis. Countries like Singapore, UAE, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and many more have supported our nation in terms of supplies like oxygen tanks, ventilators, PPE kits, and the drugs required to treat the disease.
The authorities are trying their level best to overcome this hour of crisis by allocating various funds to the needy. Some states are providing rupees 50,000 ex gratia to the family who have lost their member due to COVID-19 and an additional rupees 2,500 per month if the deceased is the sole breadwinner. Also, they have decided education and financial assistance to the children who have lost both their parents. Shortage of vaccine occurred all across the nation. To tackle with this scarcity, the government is delaying the shots for recovered COVID-19 patients and also in vaccine-starved places. Doubling and tripling the interval between first and second dose is taken as a measure for wide distribution of shots. Moreover, according to a scientific research, production of antibodies in the body increases from 20% to 300% when the follow-up vaccine comes later. India recorded the highest single-day spike in COVID-19 cases on 6th of May. Since the pandemic began with over 4.1 lakh cases in a day, however, recovery rate was more than 80%.
On May 13, Cyclone Taukte was formed over Arabian Sea. It was an extremely severe cyclonic storm assessed by Indian Meteorological Department and is the fifth strongest cyclone ever recorded history in the Arabian Sea. After severely affecting the coastal regions such as Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, this cyclone dissipated on May 19. Since the past few days, there has been a decline in overall COVID-19 cases across the country due to strict restriction imposed on the movement of people and other social activities. According to projection of Sutra model, the second wave of COVID in India will decline by the July 2021 and the daily reported cases will be around 20,000 by the June end.
Before we end, we need you all to have a look on various things that this year-long lockdown has taught us. Firstly, we came to know that family gives us all that we need. Family is the strength. As long as we are with our family members, we feel safe. This lockdown has provided us all the required time to be with our family and support each other. Bond between members become stronger and love between them also flourished more and more. Also, we acknowledged that environment can be clean again if we try. The restriction imposed on the private as well as public transportation has led to positive environment impact in terms of pollution and air quality index. We can all feel this by breathing in the air around us. And also the visibility of Himalaya ranges from northern plains proves that pollutants in the air have decreased in level that they were before.
Another important thing is that oxygen is the life savior. We cannot survive without oxygen. So it's our duty to plant more and more trees as to maintain the level of the oxygen in the atmosphere. Heroes are redefined during this lockdown. Bollywood superstars and their characters have always been definition of heroes for a common man. But this year it's changed for a good. Healthcare experts, police officials, sanitation workers and many other people worked tirelessly for the people in need during the COVID-19. Risking their own self to serve others is what a true hero should be. We salute all the frontline workers for their tremendous hard work and sacrifices for keeping us all safe at our homes. Thank you for commitment, dedication and devotions towards the
Also,
nation.
we acknowledge that the education can surpass every barrier. No matter what happens, no one can stop us from learning anything. We are so proud of our teachers for their enormous hard work in adapting to new teaching methods and providing knowledge to the people. Last but not the least, unity is the ultimate need of this hour of crisis. Together, we stand a chance against this virus. So we need to be united as Indians and fulfill our role as a citizen of this country by following all the mandatory protocols such as wearing masks and maintaining the social distancing to beat this ongoing threat.
Also, we learned a fact that savings are necessary for survival. We should always save money because we don't know what's coming for us in the future, and saving helps us to survive immediately. Moreover, rivers have the right to be free from pollution too. We cannot live more than a day without water, so we must clean the most polluted rivers. It is our duty, and only we can do just by not throwing the garbage and other pollutants in it. The impact of this lockdown we can observe over Yamuna and Ganga rivers, which are much cleaner nowadays than they were ever before.
Hopefully, a day will come in near future when we all will be on roads again, waving our masks in the air and celebrating our victory. We will all go back to our normal routines, roam to our favorite places, and be proud of what we have surpassed. Just trust the process and have faith in yourself. As it is said, you can't calm the storm, so stop trying. Instead, calm yourself and let the storm pass. Until then, stay safe, stay at home, wear mask and maintain social distancing. And remember, get yourself vaccinated. Last but not the least, enjoy this phase too and live your life to the fullest. And be thankful to God for your survival till now. Thank you.